All right, hey, my soup spoons, my lovable gravy tureens. I can't call you birdies anymore. I realize because Jake from Hugo and Jake calls himself Papa Bird Jake, and he already hates me. So like, I don't know why, but he already hates me. So I don't want to get more in his face. So now you guys are going to be whatever, forks or knives or any other kind of cutlery I can think of. That's going to be my new, my what is it? What is it called when you, my pet name for you guys, right? My little, my little napkin holders. All right. So anyway, here's the thing what I'm going to do today. I don't have a lot of time because I've actually started. You can look over here. Look over here and see that I've actually started to edit my book. Dave, the guy in Ireland, sent me the stuff, and I've just been putting it off by making all these stupid videos all week. And so now I'm going to actually sit down and do it. And I have been. I've done the first chapter, which I already did, but it's okay. I had to redo it anyway. But so what I wanted to do today is just 10 quick things that I think you should know about today. I think that's a pretty good thing to do, and I wrote them down on a little post-it note, and we're just gonna go through it one by one. All right? Okay. So number one is Phil Collins must have the biggest ego in the world. For some reason I've been on this big Phil Collins kick for the last couple of days, and I was thinking about it, and he's this sort of short, chubby British guy with balding, and he's basically me, except kind of less attractive, I think. I don't know, maybe in case you lets you go for that kind of thing, but somehow he managed to be all right, so guys, we're gonna have this band. It's gonna be called Genesis, and I'm gonna be the lead singer. And they're like, but Phil, you're the drummer. No, you're the drummer. We'll get a lead singer. No, I'm the lead singer. God damn it! And so he must have really believed in himself in order to do that. And somehow he actually managed to be the star of a movie too. So seriously, somehow he has managed to do that. So I don't know. I feel like if I ever met Phil Collins, I'd walk into his aura or whatever and just be blown away, because he probably just gives off this whole thing, because somehow he managed to be the drummer of a band who's then the singer, and then he's just fuck you guys at Genesis, I'm gonna do my own thing. And then he just went off and did No Jacket Required, and it was a huge hit. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, if you ever have an evening when you're not doing anything and you just kind of want to watch something on YouTube and it's kind of fun, and if you're nerdy like me, and you're kind of into video games, and you're kind of into how video games work, and you're into cool stuff, and I don't know, there's this Let's Play by this guy named it's, oh shit, what's his name? The guy's name is let me look it up real quick. But the game is called Trespasser, right? And it's this really horrible game from back in I think it's the early 2000s. And it's this first person shooter where you go Research Indicates. Okay, his name's Research Indicates. So sorry I didn't remember that. My memory is so shot. So anyway, he just does this really good walkthrough of the game, and it's in 8 parts, but it's just really, he's just this really calming, cool, I don't know where he's from, but he's just this really cool voice, and it's just really enjoyable to watch. And if you ever just get the chance, just feel I don't know, I feel like watching a Let's Play, it's a good one. Let me tell you, the game is ugly as sin. It plays horribly. It's I don't even know why he did this, but for whatever reason he did. And I'm glad he did, because, for a lot of time I just kind of stumbled across this on somewhere. I don't remember where. I guess it was on the Internet Archive or something like that. but I stumbled across it, and I was going through some really hard times, and like I was drinking too much, and I was drinking at work and stuff, and like, but somehow I could always put this on in the background, and like his voice just really soothed me and got me through these hard times. So I'm not suggesting that you go drink at work or anything like that. Don't follow my example, but do watch the thing. Research indicates, so just Google Trespasser Jurassic Park. Research indicates Let's Play, and I guarantee you, you're gonna love it. And it's just great. All right, okay. So the next one, number 3, is fruit flavors in coffee. Fucking disgusting. Don't do it. Ugh. So like we got. See, I'm a coffee drinker. I like to drink coffee, right? I like to drink coffee that tastes like coffee, you know? But I also like to drink coffee that kind of is flavored, you know? Like, sometimes it's nice to have something that's like mocha flavored, or, you know, they do these different things like sugary crumble donut flavor. And it doesn't really taste like a sugary crumble. It still just fucking tastes like coffee, but it tastes like kind of like a Swedish kind of stuff. And what I prefer for coffee is to have like a pot of coffee that you just put down and you just put it down. But E doesn't like that. She doesn't. I'm not going to tell you why she doesn't like it, but she just has a problem with that smell. And so she likes this Keurig thing, and the Keurig is neat because you put a little thing in there, a little pot, and it just run it down. I feel like it's like a waste of like energy and fucking like resources to like use one pot at a time. But they say it's not too bad, so whatever. I mean, it's not as good as just like a little get some paper towels and then dump some coffee in there and just run it through a coffee maker. You know, you get the same thing. It's not the same thing. But okay, but we start running low on this stuff, and always when we run low, it's because what's left is this fucking mountain blueberry shit, and like, ugh, I just can't. Just do not put fruit flavors in coffee. It's just gross. It just does not work. Put your like chocolate flavors and put your like sugary flavors and put your like mint even. Like I can even deal with like a mint. Pumpkin spice. Ugh, she likes pumpkin spice. But anyway, so just fruit flavors in coffee is just a big... Trust your old pal, Kevin in L.A. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, here's number 4. And this is actually one that I'm probably going to address later on. I'm hoping that I'm going to learn more about this and I'm talking about it more. But I just want to like give a shout out to those kids in Florida. You know, the nice looking like preppy kid, and then the cute girl with the glasses, and then the one girl with the shaved head who was like making all these waves and stuff against the NRA. You guys are fucking great. You guys were, I was so proud of you because, like, your generation, like, my generation, I'm Generation X, right? We suck. We don't, and the reason why we suck, it's not because we just don't stand for anything, because we just kind of, like, did what the boomers told us to do. Because they said, guys, this is what you gotta do. You gotta like go to college and do all this and take loans and buy a house and have babies and do this and like that, you know. And it's like we were like, okay, I guess that's what we're supposed to do. And then we did it and we got all fucked up over it because the boomers then said, oh, by the way, we're not going to let you do any of that because we're going to fucking spend all your money and like do all this shit that's terrible. That's a whole other thing, but it's fairly well walked territory, so I don't necessarily need to get into that. But, like, so then the millennials came along and everybody's like, oh, the millennials are so wimpy and bitchy and boo, 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 boo. And it's kind of like, yeah, they are, but at least they, you know, they're yeah, I mean, I don't want to get into it. But then these high school kids, like, we're getting wimpier and wimpier as time goes by because we're growing up not cool. Like, we're not doing cool shit when we grow up. Like, you know, having your friend Chaz like karate kick you off your bike as you're going like really fast, and like you like land and like throw your collarbone out of whack, you know. I mean, that was a really bad thing that happened, but like, you know, it taught me to be, you know, when I'm riding a bike, to be careful of people that are going to attack you via karate kick. You know, I mean, kids today don't know that stuff. You're not born knowing to avoid karate kicks. So, you know, they don't know this stuff. But then these kids were like, holy shit, we're shooting ourselves up because adults don't know how to play with their toys correctly, and they don't know how to be responsible, and they're fucking pricks about it. And so they were going like going head to head with the NRA, and the NRA lady was like, hey kids, sit down and shut up. And they're like, we're not going to sit down and shut up. Fuck you, lady. And we're going to this, and this. And I was just like, wow, these kids are great. I was like, go, stick it to that fucking bitch. You know? She's just another one of those Republican fucking cookie cutter, good looking fucking hard as nails bitches who just fucking, it's disgusting. Please. But, you know, now I'm seeing that it's kind of like falling apart, and that's kind of sad. But, like, I'm going to tell you, I got your back, you guys. Like, if you guys need any help, Kevin in LA will come and fucking help you. I'll come and talk to like a whole bunch of you high school. I'll set you guys straight. I know a bunch of shit. I'll tell you what Chaz did to me a bunch of times. Like when he flicked a cigarette into my eye for no reason. Like, you know, I mean, that kind of shit you don't learn in school, kids. So, and he wasn't even smoking the cigarette because we were like 11. We didn't even know how to fucking do it. He just lit the cigarette and he was just like, I have a lit cigarette. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, Chaz. You're pretty awesome. He was just like, pow! Right in the eye, and I was just like, shit. And I think we like wrestled and ended up falling into this little like sump lake that was like, it was like sewage. I don't even know. But we had a great time when we were kids. And that's the thing. You guys don't get to have a good time. Because you guys come out of the womb and then you're like immediately handed an iPad and said, go fucking entertain yourself. Entertaining yourself is great, but like, you know, you gotta, but don't go outside because there are evil people outside. There aren't that many evil people outside. I mean, there are evil people outside, but you kind of can fucking tell. They weren't as evil as Chaz, I'll tell you that much. All right, so here's my final one. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this all one at a time because it's already 12 minutes. I'll have to do 5 and 5. So here's number 5. I want to tell you about my buddy Stimptown. My buddy Stimptown is a guy on Twitter who follows me. And I don't know anything about this kid, but I think he's awesome. I think his Twitter name is awesome. I think he looks like the coolest guy I've ever seen. I love him. And the only thing I know about him is that he ordered some pedals for his guitar from Russia and got fucked over. And he had to deal with it. And then he was like, I was like, Stimptown, did you take care of the thing with your pedals? He's like, yeah, I talked to the Russian guys. And I'm like, fucking A, man. If you're talking to Russian guys, you're automatically like cooler than me. Because I'm fucking terrified of Eastern Europeans. So like, this guy, don't like, he is just like pretty cool. So he is at Stimptown. If you want to follow him, I mean, I don't have any followers, but you know, maybe he'll get some followers out of this. He's at Stimptown, STIMP Town, and he's a pretty cool kid. And maybe we'll find out what happened with those Russian guys. I bet you he fucking karate kicked them off their bikes. I bet you that's exactly what happened. I wouldn't put it past him. So anyway, my fork helmet, my forks, my love. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. My salad plates. I love you. I'm gonna have to do the rest of this later. I'm gonna eat some food and maybe see what's up in the house. But here's my first 5 things, and this is gonna take a little while because I have to do some editing. I'm gonna throw some things in here, but there's some important stuff in the next one. Actually, the next one is there is some important stuff. So check it out, and I will see you in the funny papers in about half an hour.